Hello everyone, Dr. Avalos here. I am checking in just to provide a short video that gives you a little bit of information with the Media Myth Reality assignment, which is an assignment that will span the period of the course, which for this summer is 8 weeks. For some of the longer courses, it'll be 16 weeks. So we're a bit compressed, but I thought that I would explain the different steps so that you sort of knew what was happening and what you were looking for. And what also I am looking for so that I can measure your knowledge and the skills that you need to complete this assignment. So this is actually an assignment I use in a variety of my classes, and I do it because it gives my students the opportunity to learn about something new as it relates to the course topic, as well as to look at the different modalities in which inform our decisions. And then for me, as your instructor, I can actually measure your exploratory skills and the ability to gather the information from a variety of modalities and then put it in a presentation in such a way that you can sort of explain the research, if you will, in one comprehensive PowerPoint presentation. I do it like this simply because you're going to be the ones who are frontline presenting at conferences and sharing information with your colleagues on your campus or your agency, wherever it is that you work. And in order to do that, it's important that you know of all of the context in which we gather our information so that then we can kind of assess what we do or what we don't know. And I think that's a theme that you'll see throughout this class, that I'm asking you to base your knowledge on research, base your knowledge on not only bias or experience, because it's purely one experience. So for this particular class, this project is actually divided up into a number of steps. So the first one is this. You're going to have to pick a topic. I've given you a short list, a brief list of topics that you can choose from. Of course, because this is a cultural diversity course, I'm asking you to look at a culture. What's extremely important in doing well in this assignment is that you are going to have to look for a particular culture or phenomena that I've provided that you don't know much about. This is because there are a variety of steps for this assignment, and when you know too much about a particular topic, you're trying to do step 3 or 4 and then have nowhere to go for the other steps. When you don't know much about a particular culture or phenomena or topic that's listed, I get to see from the very, very beginning the change over time based on the different aspects of the steps. So picking that one that you're not familiar with will make the assignment easier. But you got to be brave. You got to put yourself out there. You got to look for, be willing to open yourself up to new data, new exploration, and new knowledge, and then deal with the knowledge and incorporate it into your life based on what you find. And that can be kind of scary for people. So let me talk about the various assignments and what's expected for this particular project. So the first step is, number 1, to pick your topic. And I give you 100 points just for submitting your topic. I usually get 1,000,000 questions. It's sort of like, so do you want an explanation? Do you want a paper describing why I chose it? Whatever. I'm like, no, dudes, just put the topic and that's it. That easy, right? So just put your topic, move on, you get a good grade if you submit it, and how is that a bad idea, right? Make sure that you go back, and just in case I have any questions about your topic, if there's something that I have a question about in regards to why you chose it, but it's really not that big a deal, just put your topic. The only time I really have to respond is when people are trying to pick topics that aren't on the list. If that's something that you want to do, I welcome it. It needs to be a culture, and then please email me before, so that if that's not a topic you can use, you have a little bit more time to either refine it or look for something else. All right, so it's the media myth reality, the 3 different sections. The media section is just that. We intake media in a variety of formats all the time, from whether it's your television, whether it's commercials, it's movies, it's the news, it's on our cell phones, it's our magazines, driving down the road, we see the billboards on the side of the road. What is all of that information telling us? And for a lot of us, it's kind of like sort of mindless or not really always paying attention to what it is that we're bringing in. So based on the culture of your choice, that particular topic that you choose, I'm asking you to go look in the media and see what it is that you find. What does the media tell us about this particular culture? And that can come from movies, from YouTube, that's also great, from commercials, things that we would see, maybe not necessarily pay attention to, or maybe sometimes did. What does that particular, the media component, what are we learning through that modality? The second piece is the myth piece, and this actually involves us kind of talking to the people that we interact with on a daily, right? So is that coworkers? Is it our family? Is it our parents, our husband, our wife, our kids? What kind of influence do they have over what it is that we believe about people and cultures that are different from our own? I know I got all sorts of ideas about all sorts of things in the world based on how I was raised. Some of it of which was accurate, some of it which was, as I got older and started reading more and living through life, realized, okay, so things aren't necessarily just black and white. They're not just yes or no, or good or bad. But it's important for us to be able to reflect on what we've learned, not only from the media, but also the people who surround us. Because we tend to gravitate to people who are more like us, have belief systems that are similar to our own. So just to kind of look at that. Then the last section is the reality step. And what that is going to call you to do is to literally go out and find people who are a part of the culture of your topic or are a part of the phenomena that a particular topic is about, and ask them directly. From the media experience, you're going to kind of explore what it is that you found. Then in the myth, you talk to the people around you. You can talk to them about a particular culture, what they believed, to get information about the people around you and how that may have influenced you. And then, of course, the last section's of reality is going to the people that understand and live on a daily basis within a community or a culture, and get the information from the person who lives it every day. Some students have been and done some phenomenal work on this project and have learned so much. And through your work, I continue to learn. I don't even know everything about my own culture, because when you look at Hispanic, it spans across the United States of where people come from, how they were raised, what generation they've been here, etc. So I teach this class. I've taught it for years, but that doesn't mean that I will know everything that there is to know about people. So it's what's kind of exciting. It's the exploration. It's the discovery that's good. And that's what I'm asking you to do. So those are the components, the 4 steps of this assignment. And then at the end of all of this, for your comprehensive presentation, I'm asking you to put all of this information together of what your topic was, what you found in the media, what you found from talking to the people who are around you, and then of course what you got and the information that you received by simply going to talk to people who experienced that life in regards to the topic of your choice. And students always ask, well, what do I do with that? It's a way to kind of put everything together, right? Everything together in one meaningful way. And I ask you to do the presentations because you are the people who will be leaders on your campuses, in your agencies. With a master's degree, people will believe that what you're saying is sometimes truth. I mean, people believe it's on the internet, so it must be true, right? And sometimes I think to myself, even as a professor, oh Lord, I hope people don't always listen to me, because there are a lot of things that I don't know a lot about. But the exploration is what's important. And so then the purposefulness in how we make decisions on our campuses, on our agencies, at our colleges and universities, we have to use it based on information and an understanding of where we get all of that information from. Okay, so this is brief. If you have additional questions, please feel free to email me. I'm more than happy to answer. All right, so take care and see you soon.